up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, in case you didn't know. It's ICYDK.blog. Once again, it's ICYDK.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices and the World Wide Web. I want to talk to y'all today about Donna Alatobi. Now, Donna Alatobi was a YouTube vlogger, and we'll get into her side jobs, but she was a YouTube blogger who was stationed in Hawaii because her husband was in the military. Now, Donna was 27 years of age, and she lost her life Wednesday night when she was stabbed to death by her husband. All right. Her husband was stationed in the military, and she was a YouTube vlogger who went viral. But a couple of her, vlogs went viral. She was basically talking about, her life on with the military husband, things of that nature, and she ended up blowing up. Now, she was also 3 months pregnant. Now, the question everyone has is, Donna had put out this happens on the tail end only a few hours earlier, that Donna put out a video pretty much crying out for help. All right? Crying out for help to the Marines. Now, she had previously accused him of horrific physical abuse to the Marines, and they did nothing. All right? They did nothing. Now, let me get into a couple of articles about this. So it was, says here, let's see. Says a Marine accused of stabbing pregnant wife after fight on busy Hawaii highway. Right, so it's a Tribune news service that says a Marine allegedly stabbed his pregnant ex-wife to death following an argument on a bustling highway in Hawaii, even as passerbys and commuters hopped out of their own vehicles and desperately tried to stop him. Donna Alatobi had opened up about alleged abuse she'd faced in her marriage to her Marine husband on social media before she was murdered on the H3 freeway on Wednesday night. Witnesses driving by the driving by at the time, several of who stopped in a bid to intervene, told authorities they observed a male standing over a female, stabbing her multiple times. Dina Thomas, homicide lieutenant of the Honolulu Police Department Criminal Investigation Division, said in a press conference on Thursday. The suspect, identified as Bryant Tejada Castillo, then turned the knife on himself before fleeing into a nearby wooded area. According to police, one witness who wanted to remain anonymous told KITV he froze out of fear and shock, but watched while others attempted to perform CPR in a bid to revive 27-year-old Alatobi. It was just her face. She just looked past the point of no return, he told the outlet. Could you imagine being stabbed in the neck and then watching as your life just literally leaks out of you, and everyone around you either doesn't know what to do or is too shocked to do anything about it? I couldn't imagine that. Responding officers with the Honolulu Police Department located Tejada Castillo hiding in some brush nearby. As they approached, he again started using the same knife to stab himself before he was taken into custody. Tejada Castillo is charged with second-degree murder and is being treated at a Hawaii hospital for self-inflicted injuries. Now, I'm going to stop there. They were married. They were having marital problems. She was saying that he she was getting on social media and pretty much putting their business out there on social media, crying out for help. She said she was reporting him to the military, but they weren't doing anything. They weren't doing anything. So she figured that the best way to cry out for help is to bring it to social media. So the public knows she's trying to report this and nothing was being done. I'm going to play a couple of her videos. Then we'll get back to what everyone wants to talk about, to try to victim shame or victim blame Donna. So just watch a couple of these videos, and we're going to get back and get into Donna's side job.
I don't understand him. Basically, my husband threatened to kill me in December, I think 2021 or something around there. And there was a no contact order put in place, aka my husband could not talk to me. And he did reach out to me and he got NJP'd. Those are all factual, like, those are all real life events with consequences, you know. So now me and my husband are trying to get a divorce, but unlike most military couples, me and my husband Brian Tajeda Castillo have assets together, aka things that we bought with money. And I'm not
throw, and I just remember like passing out and then waking up on the sofa. He's just done all these ugly things to me, and he just recently got deployed to Japan and he cheated on me, and that was like 10 or 12 days ago, and I'm here in my house and I'm just thinking, like, why did I support all those meetings? Why did I, take all him hitting me and, just saying all these awful things to me if in the end he cheats on me? Like, why did I bite my tongue? And then why was it so many situations where his higher ups were involved, police was involved, and nothing has happened to him? When he gets in trouble, he gets kicked out the house, and that's it. He never gets paperwork. He never gets...
Now to an update on the fatal stabbing on H3 on Wednesday night. The Honolulu Medical Examiner today officially identifying the victim as 27-year-old Donna Alotaibi. Honolulu police report her husband stabbed her multiple times along the H3 freeway before the Kamehameha Highway off-ramp. Bystanders tried to stop the man and help Alotaibi. That's when the suspect ran into nearby brush and injured himself. Friends of Alotaibi say she was pregnant and a victim of domestic violence. KITV4 spoke to her mother yesterday. Natalia Cespedes says she is still trying to process the fact that she'll never get to see her daughter again.
Now, of course, there are people victim shaming, victim blaming Donna because she was an OnlyFans influencer. She did have, we're showing you some of the tamer pictures, video stills, but she did have videos on OnlyFans that was uploaded to Pornhub. In that video, she would show her breasts, she would show her private area, she would masturbate, she would talk about sex with different men, and people were like, but you're married. So why are you talking about what men see when they're effing you if you're married? So then in the comments, there was a lot of people saying, a lot of guys saying, yeah, but she's been using guys for sex on sex sites and using different guys in Washington D.C. area for years. So she deserved what she got. And her husband probably found out about all the porn she was doing, and that's probably why he snapped. So they were like trying to give the husband a pass and make an excuse for him or defense, saying that he found out his wife was doing porn and cheating on him, and that's why I guarantee you that's going to come up as a defense when he goes to when he goes to court. He's going to say he's a military person, and there were guys on his military base that had seen his wife and was making comments and he was getting humiliated. I guarantee you that's going to come up. That may very well be true. Because if her videos are out there and she's showing off her body and she's talking to different guys online and she's talking about sex and sex with different guys, of course, there's a good chance he did see that. But according to her, the husband was cheating on her. Now, I don't know when she started these videos. These videos could very well be a couple of years old. They could very well be before all of the trouble that she was announcing. Who knows? This could be a part of it. But still in all, unless she is putting your life in danger, you have no right to take anyone's life or attempt to take anyone's life unless you're defending yourself. So he took two lives. He took the lives of his unborn child and now the lives of Donna Alatobi. Now, the mother is on her way to Hawaii. She's probably out there by now. And what people are mostly concerned about, which I'm glad, is why wasn't anything done, with the military? After several reports, after a video, he was already accused of domestic violence and was allowed to, reach back out and communicate with his wife again and be around his wife again. So I know it's not going to bring her back, but if I'm the family, I get me a lawyer and I look into a lawsuit because the military allowed him to still go on with no repercussion. And then after he's already threatened her before, all right, and now he finally went through with his promise. So, do you think, and I hate when people say this, do you think he should get a pass because she was doing porn behind his back, if it was behind his back, or what have you, and he's a military guy, and he just snapped? What do you think down below? Let me know down in the comments. To me, nobody should have their life taken, no matter what they do, unless they're threatening your life. Well, let's see if they take the life of your child or something like that. This woman, yeah, she was on OnlyFans. All right, yeah, she may have even been cheating on him. But just divorce her and then, let the courts sort out who gets what. But you have no right taking that woman's life. And he should pay for that. Let me know down in the comments what you believe. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network.